All right. We got to fix a couple three things when I'm on. The microphone is never right. It always never has the live chat is up and ready to go. So many problems. So many problems in this lifetime. I'm gonna get some writing in there. We gotta get some writing in. Get my notes ready. Coffee. Elixir of the gods. All four of the gods. There's no way it went from 63 to 68 in about 4 minutes. No, 64 degrees. All right. Boo-doo, ba-doo, boop, boop, boop. In case you missed, I was playing Minecraft Java today on Twitch. I taped it, put it up on YouTube. On with the show, Mr. Frank. On with the show. Exactly. I like that. I like playing Minecraft beforehand. I think if you play on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken, if you play I can take my pills. If you play something, you can't do 2 videos in a day. It doesn't count. I think the last video counts or something. It should still be up though, that I could load it over. I also have to reset my Twitch now because I moved the screens. So I got to remember to do that tomorrow. On with the show. On with the show. Come on, baby. No, no, no. Oh, my mama. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Such phenomenal lyrics, right? And then we'll just keep repeating that crap like 100 times in the song. I don't know about you, but the that first Motley Crue album, just for me, it just didn't age well. Anytime I hear anything from it, the guitars sound weak. Can't even hear the bass. And Vince Neil is just really, really whiny. Signs on every other signs. Do this, don't do that. My. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Or how about the kick song? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they say yeah, 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 that. If I'm not mistaken. That song's so old, they talk about Quaaludes. Don't tell me no, tell me yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my, my. Yep. It was way, yeah. I remember saying something to somebody, a younger person, about Quaaludes, and they're like, I don't even know what that is. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Then I had to look it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that those haven't been made in a long, long time. I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why. What happened to Quaaludes? Is what I want to know. That was before my time, I guess. I knew people who took a ton of different drugs. My brother, especially. I don't think he ever mentioned, "Oh yeah, I just had some ludes." That's what us cool kids would call them, ludes. Gotta remember. Okay. The ludes were what the Wolf of Wall Street was popping amongst all the other drugs. There you go. I'm gonna look it up. Let's find out when we stopped with Quaaludes. Quality in no. Quaaludes. Quaaludes were a brand name for the sedative hypnotic drug methaqualone, which was described during the mid 20th century but was discontinued in the mid 1980s due to high rates of misuse and addiction. It's known for its sedative effects and was marketed under brand names like Quaalude and Sopor. Widespread misuse and addiction. Many countries during the mid 1980s. Why did people like Quaaludes so much? They were developed as a sedative hypnotic. Doctors once believed they were safer alternative to barbiturates, but the truth turned out to be far more dangerous. There you go. 68, 82. Hike. Yeah, mid 80s. So I was like I was an up and coming teenager. I never did any drugs. Never did any drugs. But I also didn't know anybody who was like, "Hey, come to this party, man. We're gonna do some Quaaludes." They were like, "Come to this party, man. My brother's roommate in college gave us this stinkweed." No, I'm good. No, I'm good. What is Quaalude's favorite restaurant? I'm gonna tell you what it is. The Denny's, 3 a.m. Apparently, they're closing some of the Denny's. Apparently, Denny's is going through some financial troubles. I don't know any of them specifically around here. There's a couple of them around here that are just god awful. One of these days, we're just going to do I'm going to do an entire episode, just using Google and just like and we're to name celebrities and see what their favorite restaurants are. Like, what's Frank Edler's favorite restaurant that he eats with Kim Kardashian? Nobu. I figured they were more of a Waffle House kind of drug. You know what? Probably. I should really be holding with this hand. My kitten mug. I forgot it was up there. My wife's like, "Why don't you ever use your kitten mug anymore?" I said, "Because I forgot. It's not with all the other 80,000 mugs." Yeah, just so you know, I wore this shirt yesterday as well. Yeah, no. Never until somebody comes in. If anybody else comments at all, you will not be the number one top fan. Doesn't matter if somebody pops in and is like, "Oh, excuse me, this is bot training," and then they leave. Boom, you're number two. Truth. Any documentaries you're gonna be watching this coming weekend? I need to know about. Tonight I gotta watch something. I'll probably just watch Expedition X or whatever. Oh, that Bigfoot thing with Chobot. I'll probably watch that tonight. My wife will be at her mom's till late. After work, going over there for dinner like she does on Thursdays. So I will be putting the Halloween candy together for tomorrow. sitting on the couch eating. We ordered Chinese food last night. We were going to make pizzas. By the time she came home, she seemed tired. I was like, you know what? We could just order something if you want. Because I really wanted Chinese food. We got Chinese food and got enough of it that today for lunch, I had half a pint of lo mein and half a pint of house fried rice. And then I'll have the rest of it tonight for dinner. 3 meals from Chinese food. Normally, some of the stuff she orders, she doesn't have any left, but she ordered, I don't remember what she ordered, some kind of beef tips or something, I don't know, but she ended up eating all of it. Son of a bitch. And white rice, I hate white rice. Ellen, Queen of Serial Killers, likely another one of those. And enough with the, yeah. Every serial killer show is like the same 4 serial killers over and over and over and over. Enough already. Enough. What's all this noise? I tried watching The Loneliest Whale, but I fell asleep. I like that one. I saw that one. Dinner plans. I hate dinner plans. I got to ask the question: do they have a dog? I like the whale one. That whale one was good. It made me tear up a little bit. I feel so bad about the whale. That poor lonely whale. There's a Marines doc and an Eddie Murphy doc coming soon. Mid. Is it a Eddie Murphy in the Marines doc? Because I'll watch that. Otherwise, no. Yeah, that doesn't sound exciting at all. Because there's no baseball tonight. It's a travel day. I hope tomorrow night Toronto just wins and we're done. And the Dodgers don't win. I would enjoy that. And then let's start the hot stove. Stupid Jays are going to win it. What? You want the Dodgers? I don't want the Dodgers. They already won. Who cares? I'd like to see all that money being paid and then they never win it again. Because then you start the trades 5 days after the World Series. People can start signing with everybody. You're going to get all that. I love all that drama over the winter. Read every freaking article there is. Every article. And all the windows are open. These cats are going nuts. They are loving it. It's gonna be fun next year. If next year, then they'll Yankees will finally be like, you know what, Boone hasn't done shit for us. Let's get rid of this guy. A lot of managers being interviewed and whatnot. A lot of people. Georgia to fire disaster. Exactly. That's the crazy part. Aaron Boone should have been this generation's Billy Martin. Although I got to imagine by this point too, he would have fired what's his name, the GM there as well. He would have been like, you haven't gotten us a World Series in 20 something years. Goodbye. This ain't the 1970s, buddy. We need to win. He hits one home run, and we're staking the entire legacy on him. Exactly. Who's coming in next? Bucky fucking Dent? That's your next manager? I'm surprised that Bucky never hit into managing. I know he did for a hot second, but bailed entirely. Yeah, that is true. You would figure. Though, hopefully the Blue Jays win just for Don Mattingly. First time ever as a player or a coach or anything in the World Series. That's insane. But again, he played on a ton of shitty, overpriced, old age Yankee teams there in the 80s. So be nice of him to get his ring and then just go home. Donnie deserves a title to hustle name here. Yeah, something like that. Though they don't care. You're still the number one top fan. Yeah. Oh, mailman's here. I'm sure he gave me a bunch of junk mail. Yeah, jerk. I remember we went to 2019 spring training for the Marlins with the Jacksonville Jumble Shrimp, the Booster Club. We took a bus down. It was literally the last game of spring training because the next day they said, up COVID, and this is 2020. Sorry, 2020. No more games. So we got to see the last spring training game that year. And I remember Don Mattingly came out and somebody just yelled, "I hope you die, Don Mattingly." And it was like he said it as if Don Mattingly was sleeping with the guy's wife. That's how mad he sounded. And Shelly always remembers that. She always laughs about that. It's like, why do you hate him so much? Yeah, the booster bus. We actually got to take the Jumbo Shrimp, their team bus down. So it was fancy. A lot of TVs and stuff in it. We watched Major League. That's what we watched. The first one. Not the good one, the first one. Actually, the first one was a good one. And I always thought that was funny. I also remember we were watching a game years ago, and it was the Brewers. I believe it was the Twins, maybe. Brewers or the Twins minor league. I think it was the Brewers. And the third baseman for the other team, like the guys, it was like a Thursday night. All the college kids were drunk and they were yelling stuff at the players. And the funniest one was somebody yelled, "Hey, number 32, Paul Molitor doesn't even know your name." Paul Molitor was the manager at the time. And I just laughed. I thought it was funny. Shelley's like, "I don't get it." And I said, Paul Molitor is the manager of the major league team. Was it just like riding the bus in a league of their own? It was, exactly. A League of Their Own might be my favorite baseball movie. Really interesting. It's definitely a top 10 for me. Might even be a top 5 for me. I don't know what my favorite baseball movie would be. I'm gonna tell you what movies are not on. What movies not on that list? The Sandlot. No, thank you. I hated it when it came out. I still hate it now. We went to buy me clothes the other day for the wedding, and Shelly's like, "Look, they have, with the what do you call it? You're killing me, Smalls shirt." I'm like, "No, don't ever buy that for me." Meh. Francis. I'm gonna tell you, I like Field of Dreams is a tearjerker. The Natural is up there. Yeah, Bull Durham definitely is up there. That might be my number one. Bad News Bears. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. So I mean, has that one aged well? That other one where what's his name is the he's been in about 30 different baseball movies where he is the pitcher for the Tigers, and it's like his last game or something. He pitches a perfect game. He looks back on his career. That one was all right. What's the one where the kids break his arm, which makes him a great pitcher? and he pitched for the Cubs. That's another just uh, Rudy. Yeah, that's another really bad, stupid movie. Great baseball movie is Richard Pryor in Brewster's Millions. That's a baseball movie, right? He gets to pitch for the Cubs. I think the Naturals got to be in the top five. League of Their Own is probably top five. I don't know what other. I'm going to look up baseball movies. The 30 best baseball movies. You ready? We're going to do this. Field of Dreams. Moneyball is on here. Yeah, Moneyball is a great movie. I mean, most of it is BS and a lie, but still a good movie. A League of Their Own. 42, that was a good movie. The Sandlot, not a good movie. Bad News Bears, I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, came out in 76. I think we went and saw that in the movies, maybe. Beaches with Bette Midler. Undrafted from 2016. I don't know if I even remember that one. Rookie of the Year. That's the one you're thinking of. That kid breaks his arm. Then helps the Cubs. Who is this parking? Oh, I hate when people park. The Perfect Game, 2009. That's 57 or 61. It's that Billy Crystal thing. Bull Durham. No, there's not a lot, all things considered. Yeah. Major League, that's a good one. $1 Million Arm. That was the Indian guy's John Hamm movie. That was all right. Sugar. That was all right. Trouble with the Curve. Nah, I just don't like her. And Clint Eastwood is he's a racist in every movie. Fever Pitch. That might be my number one. Fever Pitch. Even though I am not a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel. It's a Red Sox movie. That might be my favorite. The Natural, got to be up there. The Rookie, Dennis Quaid. That wasn't a bad movie. Dude from the Rays. The Phenom, 2016, Ethan Hawke and Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti, whose dad was the commissioner of baseball for many years. Bottom of the Ninth from 2019. Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello. For the Love of the Game, that was the Kevin Costner one. The Battered Bastards of Baseball. Remember that one? The thing? Mr. Baseball, the guy on the Tigers. Yeah, that was Tom Selleck. Angels in the Outfield was way better than it had any right being. Great baseball movie, The Naked Gun, when Reggie Jackson tries to kill the Queen. 8 Men Out. Oh, 8 Men Out. That's a great movie. Bang the Drum Slowly from 73. Remember that one? Robert De Niro. I think he's playing for the Yankees. That is a great. That'll make you tear up. The Babe. John Goodman. The Benchwarmers. Awful. Mr. Baseball. 1992 with Tom Selleck. Enrico Palazzo. Yep. Pitch. Oh, that was a TV show that lasted like 3 episodes. Where the girl was a pitcher for the Padres. No. That's all they got. That's all they give you. So yeah, not a ton of baseball movies. Yeah, I've already seen this list. Same list. I'm standing by League of Their Own as my top. You know what? You might not be. You might not be wrong. You might not be wrong. I'm going to give it to you. It is a great movie because that's a movie for me. A great movie is a movie I can see over and over, no matter where you are in the movie. And that's a movie that I could just watch from whatever part. Oh, here's the John Lovitz part. Let's watch from here. The worst part about League of Their Own, Gina Davis. I don't like her at all. She's a very flat actress. I'll stop and watch that no matter where it is every time. Now, if you're going to talk sports movies, Dodgeball. I mean, no matter what part we're in a Dodgeball, I'm watching it. Baseball movies, right? I mean, am I right? Creepy couch in the house. Afternoon. Fellers. I am right. Oops, my first time logging in here on YouTube. Really? Stop talking. Chad Lusky, number one top fan, just knocked Frank Edler out by posting 3 fucking times. That is awesome. Frank was very excited. It's the first time he's ever been in here when I'm YouTube live in it, and he's usually the number 2 top fan always. And we've been on for over half an hour, and nobody else has popped in. You did have a hell of a run. You know what? Congratulations, Mr. Frank. Congratulations. You just missed our whole talk about baseball movies. Frank's favorite baseball movie is A League of Their Own. Me, I'm not really sure. But A League of Their Own is probably top 3 for me. The Natural is probably up there. I don't know. There's Moneyball might be top 4. So many good movies. So many good. And it's Halloween tomorrow, so let's talk baseball movies. I like the one with Charlie Sheen. 2.5 Men. Yeah. Yep, Major League. Major League. Hot shots. Pardon. I actually saw that. Me and George Martin actually saw that in the movie theater. We actually paid for that. I mean, how sad is that, right? Can My Blue Heaven be considered a baseball movie? No, just a great movie. Great movie about Henry Hill. You can't beat walleye disease as a comedic gag. You can't. Also, bench warmers and Bad News Bears. Bench warmers, I'm not a fan of. Bad News Bears, I'm holding off because I haven't seen it since I was like 6. Even though MLB Network in the off season has it on like, I don't know, five nights a week, I have not watched it since. Is The Walking Dead a baseball movie? Only the first season. Oh yeah, that is. He does have a baseball bat. But if you're talking about because he's got a barbed wire baseball, then you know what also is WWE wrestling because Mick Foley walks around. Him, Terry Funk beat each other up with barbed wire baseball bats. So Sandlot is awful. Hate that movie, and I hate that everybody loves it so much. E.T. is a baseball movie. Now we're just kind of getting out into the weeds there. But yes, E.T. is definitely a baseball. He's a baseball Christmas movie. Die Hard, Christmas movie. Die Hard, baseball movie. So many great baseball movies out there. Best baseball movie is Basketball. No, that was. I don't think you guys saw that. It looks so dumb. But you know what? Those dudes, people give them a ton of money. Ton of money to make them dumb movies. It was hilarious. I don't know. Maybe. There's certain movies that I just think they look dumb and I won't watch. That was one of them. What was that other one? A funny movie that with the troopers. I never watched that either. And I'm not talking about Starship Troopers. I saw that. That was all right. That wasn't bad at all. Super Troopers, yeah. Not a fan. I never watched that. Reno 911, never watched that either. I'm not really a big fan of dumb comedy. You know what I'm saying? Let's just throw a bunch of gags together. Beerly. Was that the one with Artie Lang? No, Artie Lang. Frank, cash in 100 Mondo coin. I need to scratch my back. Yes. I think I saw it. I don't think it was really anything. Was that also the one with the Napoleon Dynamite guy? I wasn't a big fan of that movie either. I really wasn't a fan of the first Austin Powers the first time I saw it. I got to be really in the mood for a comedy. Yeah, I have very high standards for my comedic viewing. Let's pull up. Let's see the greatest comedies of all time. Let's see if we agree on this list. "50 best comedies of all time." This is according to Esquire, so you know it's going to be good. The Jerk. That's a great movie. Animal House is on this list. I don't know if they're in order. They're just alphabetical, whatever. Animal House. Phenomenal movie. The Big Lebowski. You know, I only saw that maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was all the hype they gave. Yeah, you like more sophisticated comedy. Yeah, sophisticated. Bridesmaids. I saw it. Absolutely hate that Melissa McCartney, whatever her name. I hate her. And Maya Rudolph is not funny to me either. Superbad. 2007. Wow, that came out almost 20 years ago. I thought that was pretty good. When Harry Met Sally, I saw it when it came out, 1989, and I liked it. Caddyshack, that's a great one. Agree. Lebowski has way too much hype to live up to. Same with Something About Mary. Yeah, that was another one. Dazed and Confused. This is definitely in my top 20 movies of all time. Dazed. This is a movie I can watch. I see it's on. I just put it on. No matter what part it's on, I'm watching it. 93. Wow. It's over 30 years old now. Coming to America? No. No. Probably one of Eddie Murphy's funniest movies, but not a good movie. Best in Show? Never saw this stupid dog one. No. Shaun of the Dead? That's a good movie. The Stoned Age was better. Dazed and Confused is decent, but it's not that funny. Yeah, I wouldn't consider it a comedy. I would just consider it like a coming of age movie. It had a lot of great, young Ben Affleck, young Matthew McConaughey, those chicks back when they were hot. Coming to America is a classic, never got into it. MASH, the movie from 1970. Meatballs. Again, that's a movie that I saw when it came out. 1979. I was like 9 years old when this thing came out. Bill Murray, the dude who was in like 3 other movies and then disappeared. Napoleon Dynamite, not a fan. Harold and Maude from 71, never saw it. Trading Places, that's a great movie. Blockers? I don't even know what that is. John Cena? I'm guessing Frank loves it. Girls Trip? Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett Smith, Tiffany Haddish? No. Little Miss Sunshine? A lot of hype on that movie. I didn't think it was all that great. Harold and Maude is great. I don't remember Harold and Maude. I don't remember that's from 1971. So I don't even remember if I don't even think I've ever seen it. The Breakfast Club, classic. Love that movie. Clue? No. Except for the lady who plays the maid, she has phenomenal boobs and a great ass. You see a couple times in that one, and now she is quite plump, and I like her even more. The Birdcage, never saw it. I didn't realize Robin Williams stars as Armand. This just sounds like a list of random movies, right? I mean, are some of these are they really comedies? Breakfast Club will always hold up. True. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I mean, if you don't like that one, I don't know what's wrong with you. Birdcage, I never saw Birdcage. Some Like It Hot from 59. Tony Curtis. Is that really a comedy? Marilyn Manson. Ghostbusters. You know what? The first one, I loved it. I was a fan. I didn't think I was even a fan of the second one. Rushmore. Never saw it. It's one of those Wes Anderson movies. I'm not really a big fan of his stuff. Breakfast Club, best teen movie of all time, followed closely by Can't Hardly Wait. Also a classic. 16 Candles. Classic. Mean Girls. You know, I never saw Mean Girls. Airplane. I mean, come on. That is iconic. House Party with Kid and Play. Me and George Martin saw this in the movie theater up near that's the South Amboy one, right near the bridge there. And then we saw House Party 2 there as well. We were the only white kids in the theater both times. That's where I get the line. Martin Lawrence says, "I'll fight a girl." That's why I say that all the time. Anderson's back movie was his first one, Bottle Rocket. I don't think I saw any of his movies just because none of the trailers looked inviting for me. Mean Girls is great. I never saw Mean Girls. Office Space. We've all seen Office Space. Cult classic. Friday. Ice Cube. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker annoys me. Not a big Chris Tucker fan. Dr. Strangelove, 1964. Pitch Perfect. Anna Kendrick is annoying as hell. Never saw it. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. For the time, it was a great. It was a great movie. I think. You know, as a teenager, it was the perfect movie. I'm sure it doesn't hold up now. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Never saw it. Beverly Hills Cop. That's a good Eddie Murphy movie. Still great. What's still great? Nacho has to be on there. Wayne's World. I'm going to tell you something. I never saw Wayne's World. Never watched it. Never watched any of the Wayne's World movies. Home Alone. All you had to do was call the cops. All you had to do was call 911 at any point. Ferris. Yeah, that is. I haven't seen that in a long time. But, I mean, it was great at the time. You're saying, wow, why? Because I never saw Wayne's World, probably. Are we there yet? Classic Ice Cube comedy. Legally Blonde. I'm going to be honest with you. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be when it came out. I saw it. The Vacation, yeah, they got it. Definitely got to be. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I'm going to be honest. Another movie I never saw. I never saw any of the Bill and Ted movies. Sister Act. Anything with Whoopi Goldberg is an automatic pass for me. Never saw it. Spaceballs. This is going to get some people upset. I did not like it. We went and saw it in the movies. I was 17, so I was still in high school. I did not like it. I thought it was stupid. Rank the vacation movies. Wait, we're doing this list. 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's a good movie. That has some funny parts to it. And listen, anything with Paul Rudd. I mean, I love. Mrs. Doubtfire. Again, never saw it. Heathers. Also never saw it. Man, I haven't seen a lot of things. The Nutty Professor. Not a great Eddie Murphy movie in my eyes. I did see it, though. I guess that's something. Booksmart. I don't even know what this is. It's from 2019. Christmas, then the original, then European. For me, European, Vegas, original, Christmas, then all the other drivel. I think Christmas is my favorite. Then the original. Yeah, Christmas, then the original, then European. I'm with Creepy Couch on that one. Not with Creepy Frank. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. I liked it on later viewings, but when I first saw it, when it first came out, I was not a huge fan. And then I kind of warmed up to it. Dumb and Dumber, never saw. I do not like Jim Carrey movies for the most part. Elf, I mean, you got to love Elf, right? That's a good movie. Christmas is great at Christmas. That's it. That's the whole list. That was their whole list. No vacation movies at all in that list. Borat, never saw it. See, I liked Elf because my kids loved it, and they only watched it like 6 or 7 times. So that's funny. No vacation movies on that list. But movies that are definitely not comedies. Now I'm like, hey, let's put on a comedy. Let's watch Dazed and Confused. No. That was a strange list, but it was Esquire magazine. So, I mean, what do you expect? Well, No Vacation, The Jerk, Christmas Story, or Nacho. Yeah, I don't think we had any Steve Martin up there. Richard Pryor, no Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor. They made several funny comedies back in the day. Joy hates Wilford more than I hate Barefoot Contessa. Wow. The Jerk is a great movie. Are you going to do that with the Blues Brothers? Would be a comedy. That wasn't up there. So there you go. There's the list. Whatever. It's fun playing along, people. I got not a lot of writing. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Another movie I never, ever saw. I always make fun of my wife for not seeing like anything from the 80s because her parents would not let her dad definitely would not let her watch a lot of movies and stuff when she was growing up. And so she missed a part. Like at some point I was like, oh, well, I mean, everybody's seen Princess Bride. And she's like, I never saw it. So we put it on and she liked it. I have a lot of catching up to do. Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to watch a bunch of comedies that some of them might not even be comedies. We would go to a lot of movies back in the 80s, late 80s into the 90s. But then I would miss movies and I was never going back to watch any of them. And I was still very snobbish on certain actors and actresses. So it's like, oh, this has Whoopi Goldberg in it? Even if it's an 8-second cameo? Nope. Skip it. If you pull up I'm not going to, but if you pull up a 50 greatest noir movies or 100 greatest noir movies, I've probably seen 75 of them. But my mom used to watch all those 1940s, 1950s, all those black and white movies, and I would love watching those. I went to see Batteries Not Included in the theater. Remember that one? I remember the name. I don't remember who was in it. About Cocoon. Classic. The funny part is all those actors in that, like what was it, Wilford Brumley? Younger than me. I do remember I was working a job and this I had a helper, a young African American gentleman, and we had to go to the store for something. I was working in a mail room for a year or so at a roofing supply company, and we had to run to Pathmark or something around the corner. And it was like it was like Tuesday at like 10 a.m. And I mean, the place was just packed with old people. And this kid who had to be like 16 or 17 at the time said, although it's probably when the movie had just come out, he said, what is this, like a casting call for Cocoon? And I laughed, and I still remember how funny that was. We forgot Batteries Not Included. It's a 1987 film. Who's in that? Jessica Tandy. It's a science fiction comedy drama film. No, I don't remember that one. I know the name, but I don't know. I have never seen that. You like it because the guy's name is Frank in it. That's the only reason you like it. Debuted at number 4 at the box office. 65% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 18 reviews. The Chicago Reader, Harry Sheehan, gave Batteries Not Included 3 stars and wrote that it was a corrosive portrait of middle American selfishness and greed exclusion, and racism. Either the most ingenious or the most subversive film of the year. Okay. All right. Battery's not included. I thought it was a cute, sentient robot movie. You're thinking of Wall-E. Wasn't that the one with the robot? You're thinking of District 9. You're thinking of the Mario Brothers movie. I don't know what any of those things are, to be honest with you. I don't know. Wall-E is excellent. Yeah, my kids watch that a lot. Not bad. All right, I'm not getting any more writing done, and I got a thing at 3:00. So I'm gonna thanks for hanging out, guys. Thank you to my number one top fan, and also to my number two top fan, Frank Edler. So funny thing. I want to keep coming on YouTube Live every week just because of this, just to see if anybody else jumps in, can literally just take your spot. YouTube does not like you, Frank. I'm just letting you know. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Also, please hit the subscribe button. I will follow you back.